Welcome back, Chiefs fans, to Over 50. Unfortunately, the COVID bug has hit the Kansas City Chiefs, and yesterday the Chiefs had to put three players, or had to add three players to the COVID-19 list. Those three players, obviously, the biggest one is Travis Kelce after his amazing game against the Los Angeles Chargers, but not to be considered as not important. I don't want anyone to think that, but Harrison Butker and Charvarius Ward were also placed on the COVID-19 list Monday. And that's those are all three players that we really can't afford to not have. I mean, if L'Jarius Sneed comes back from his situation, then you can kind of deal with the Charvarius Ward loss, but Butker's big in my opinion. I mean, I'm not saying that Kelce isn't, but I think Butker's a proven commodity, and the person that they're looking to replace him with is not a proven commodity. Before I go any further, if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, sack that like button for me. Leave a comment or a question down below. Share this video with your friends out there, and let's go ahead and talk about who the Chiefs would replace Harrison Butker with. And I was wondering who it might be. Sam Ficken, because I think they had him in some last year. But it says right here, the Chiefs signed Elliott Fry to the active roster off the practice squad as insurance in case Butker cannot return for Sunday's game. So that's kind of the situation that looks like what the Chiefs will be dealing with. It sounds like Chris Jones, Willie Gay Jr., and Josh Gordon will all be back. Some other notable players, well, I had it up here, but some other notable players that were, here we go, that were added to the list. You've got Chargers linebacker Joey Bosa, Jared Goff, quarterback for the Lions, Brandon Scherf from the Washington football team, offensive tackle Andre Dillard for the Philadelphia Eagles and New England Patriots, wide receiver Kendrick Bourne, and former Chief Justin Houston, who is now with the Baltimore Ravens. So these players I love those ads. These players all have the ability to come back if they're vaccinated. And so I wanted to just go over this document real quick. This is the protocol update memo dated, you can see over here, December 15th of this year. This is the final draft. So testing out of quarantine for fully vaccinated players, and you've got tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 options. So basically, I'll just cut to the nitty gritty of it. And you can see I have it highlighted here. Any such fully vaccinated individual shall be released from quarantine, provided they are asymptomatic for at least 24 hours by one of the following options. So here it is. You can receive 2 PCR test results taken on the day after the positive swab is taken on day 1 or thereafter. They must be, which may be taken concurrently, which are neither negative nor produce any kind of threshold. So basically, they take 2 tests, and if you have 2 negative tests in a 24-hour period after the positive test, you can come back. Option 2 is you can take 1 PCR test, which is taken, highlight this in case you want to read it along with me. Trying to highlight just the option 2. So option 2, 1 PCR test result taken on the day after the positive swab was taken on day 1 or thereafter, which is negative. And then they must also have a negative MESA test result from a test taken within 24 hours of the PCR test. And it says both may be taken at the same time or less than 24 hours apart. Honestly, I think it's just option 1 makes the more sense. And then you have option 3, where you can receive 2 negative, or if you receive 2 negative MESA test results, which may be taken concurrently, but must be 2 separate swabs on day 1, and then or the day, or on day 1, the day after the positive swab was taken, or thereafter, with a maximum limit of 3 tests taken per day. So I think option 1 here is you have the 2 PCR test results within 24 hours, provided that they are asymptomatic. So provided that you're not showing any symptoms, and you pass your 2 test results, you can come back. So that's the latest and the greatest in Chiefs news. So I will go ahead and shut this down for now. But once again, if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. That helped me out a lot. Sack the like button, share this video with a friend out there, drop comments down below. And until next time, Chiefs fans, I hope you're all staying safe, and let's hope for some negative test results. Y'all be good. Later.